I attended Oconee Fall Line Technical College, and like many others, I was considered a non-traditional student.
My classes at OFTC have taught me the different aspects of a criminal mind and the way the criminal acts.
The term non-traditional career refers to jobs that have traditionally been held by one gender. That would be like males in cosmetology or females in welding.
Anyone can do it, regardless of the gender, and as long as you put your mind to it, you can succeed and achieve all your goals.
It is a pleasure to serve on this, and I'll comment later about how important technical education is. And I thank you for being here. This might be the biggest group I've seen in the years that I've been a part of this board and this school. But let me start with an invocation as we begin our program. Father, we come to you needy, hungry, and in need of you in our lives. I pray that you would give us the strength to do what you've called us to do, the work that you've called us to do, regardless of the profession. Help us never to forget that our ultimate calling is to serve others, and help us to do that in a way that would honor you. I ask that you bless the people here, the students, the instructors, the employers, and all whom they represent. I ask you bless families. There are people that have significant needs today, and I pray that you would be real in their lives and meet them where they most need you. I pray, Lord, that you would bless our time, the food that we've consumed, that you keep us healthy in a time when there's a lot of sickness going around, Father. I pray that we would stay healthy. And I, again, ask that you would bless our time and the people here. And we pray these things in Jesus' name. Amen. As Bucky said when he came up here, we served on that interview panel. And for several years on my time on the board, I did not participate in that process. Jenny said you had to take a whole day out. And for me to take a whole day, it just seemed impossible. And finally, I said, a few years ago, I said, well, I'll figure out a way to do it. And I took the whole day. And I said, I don't ever want to not be a part of this again. And I just make this a priority. And that day in October when we all get together and literally spend an entire day interviewing this group, it is such a blessing to me and to you 16 who came and met with us, some of you more nervous than others during that time. You were a blessing to each of us. I'll just say, though, you were a blessing to me to hear your stories, because the people that go to this school, the people that graduate from technical school, whether that be Oconee Fall Line or any other technical school, many, many times, in fact, I'd almost say oftentimes, have a story of somebody who maybe tried a different direction in life, maybe returned to work, returned to school after doing another job, any number of reasons that you're in this technical school. And I just want you to know, I'm proud of you. Many other people are proud of you, and you should be very proud of yourselves for your accomplishments, not just for being selected for tools, but for graduating, for being a part of a program, and for setting your life on a course of success. And again, I couldn't be prouder to have heard your stories and be a part of that in some way. Many of over the years, the tools recipients have come to work at our hospital. When I think about the importance of technical education and healthcare, my guess is about half the people that graduate from technical education wind up working in healthcare. In our hospital, it's radiology techs and pharmacy techs and medical assistants and licensed nurses, licensed practical nurses, et cetera. And different technical schools have different programs, but a high percentage of our employees have come out of technical education. Virtually all of the paramedics and EMTs in this county came out of technical education. Our lives literally, in virtually any case, depend on the quality of the education they receive when we're being cared for in the healthcare system. So again, So my life is significantly impacted by the graduates of this program, and I'm thankful for that. And today, one of your speakers, your really main speaker, is a graduate of this program, and also a former Tools recipient, and also works at Fairview Park Hospital. Brandon Brantley is going to share a few words with you today. I asked Brandon, I said, "Are you nervous? Come on." I asked Brandon, "Are you nervous?" He goes, "Not really." And he shouldn't be. Brandon is involved literally in saving lives every day. He works, he's a radiology tech grad, but he also, he works in our cath lab, heart caths, and they have a chance to save lives every day. And Brandon's a part of that process. Welcome, good to see you.
Hello, everyone. I was a recipient of the Tools Award just last year. It's an honor to be able to come back and be a part of this ceremony because technical school paved a path for me. I work in the cath lab at Fairview Park Hospital with an awesome team. I graduated in June of last year. This Tools Award, it helped me hit the ground running. It gave me everything that I needed to start a career. I remember this time last year when I was receiving this award thinking of how much of a blessing it was, not only for the stuff that I was receiving, but for all the people that cared about my success. I cannot thank my awesome instructors enough for believing me and pushing me to be the best I could be. It all started with them, nominating me because they believed in me. Looking back on how many people cared about me and my success, it makes me proud to say I got into a career where I can care for people. If I could give one piece of advice for the students here, it's just keep working hard. Sometimes it seems like others aren't seeing the hard work that you do, but people are watching. I'd like to thank Ms. Jenny for allowing me to come back, the OFTC South Foundation, all the sponsors. This is just a wonderful program. Thank you.
As we continue on with the program, several other people have participated. I'm going to introduce some people, and then other members of the board will get up and recognize recipients. And as we call the name of each recipient, I would ask that the nominated instructor also stand to be recognized as their student stands, and then the student come on up, because as the students would be quick to tell you, and we're not going to give them a chance to tell you, we'll be here all day, their instructors are the reason they're here today. In some ways, I think that the students connect with their instructors, their teachers in the technical environment, in the technical education environment, more so than they typically do in the university environment. And I think that's a pretty neat thing because it's so hands-on and they have a skill when they leave here, so that instructor is critical. So let's get started. The first person is Benjamin Barlow in electrical technology. He's nominated by Lee Radney. Lee's over here. Come on forward, Benjamin. Benjamin, when he graduated from high school, he wasn't able to get a job or go to college because of unreliable transportation. I remember he told us this story. And it created kind of a financial problem for him. And so he eventually was able to work some things out. But he had an interest in electronic technology, and it seemed to be a fit with his skills, etc. Lee says that he's a fast learner and can immediately apply the knowledge that he learns. He has a great work ethic and is always willing to go the extra mile. The tools he's receiving today will make it possible for him to be successful as he actively pursues a career in electronics. But the other things that will help you are your work ethic, and obviously he had almost a perfect GPA, 3.91. So he obviously learned a lot as well, but I think your work ethic will serve you well, Benjamin. Congratulations. James Blankenship in machine tool technology, and James was nominated by David Hall. James had a busy agenda. He's not just a student, he's also a husband, a father, an employee, a student. He's working full-time. He was previously in law enforcement, but changed careers to go into machining. He attends classes in the morning after working the third shift at Erdrich. That's amazing to me. I've worked a night shift before. I can't imagine then going to school after that. He is currently working there, but he's had to borrow tools to do his job. After today, you won't have to borrow tools anymore. Anyway, he goes home and spends a few hours with his family, gets some rest, and then starts the day again. So I'm really, again, proud of you, James. One of the things that David said about you was that you're enthusiastic, you're involved in the community, and you're a great mentor, not just to fellow students, but particularly to your own children. And I'm proud of you for that, because I don't think there's any greater calling for a man than to be a committed father and an involved father, and I appreciate you doing that. He hopes to continue working at Erdrich, but with his own tools, and congratulations for your success. Next, we have Austin Bush in respiratory therapy, nominated by Natalie Smith. Sorry, Natalie. Even though Austin received a degree in health services administration from Georgia Southern and knew that he wanted to be in the healthcare field, it wasn't until he took a part-time job at Med One, working for Roger, and he got more interested in respiratory therapy. And we're glad he did. Austin's nominating instructor said that his analytical skills and ability to grasp new ideas were at the top of his class, and despite numerous social, academics, and family responsibility, he has always worked diligently and maintained the highest GPA in his class. Again, congratulations for that. I appreciate that. Good luck to you. Take care, buddy. Oh, by the way, he also works at Fairview Hospital. We don't hire everybody out of here. In fact, 2 years ago, there were 2 people involved in the tools program, and afterwards, after the interviews, I came back and talked to our radiology director. I said, these 2 ladies you need to hire, and we didn't have positions. One of them went and got some more education in mammography, and still didn't have positions, but in January, they both started working at our hospital, so we ended up with positions, but we got those 2 tool recipients 2 years later, but we got them. So we're fortunate to be able to continue to hire folks from here. The next person, also in radiology technology, Chandler Cannon. And Chandler was nominated by Stephanie Morris. Chandler said this, he said, as a person who grew up without much, I've learned that nothing in life comes easy and to not take anything for granted. That's very true, Chandler. He's overcome many obstacles in his life, but has managed to hold down 2 jobs, which allows him to provide for his mother, his brother, his fiance, and his daughter. He also excelled in classwork and has an excellent work ethic. which is a common thread through these folks, not just the award winners, but technical school folks, and that's their work ethic. One of his references, one of the people that referred him, said that Chandler seems to have a natural aptitude for helping others, which makes his career choice in the medical field an excellent option. I appreciate, Chandler, your tenacity, your hard work, and your willingness to go the extra mile. Congratulations.
Chandler Cannon, what a great day. This Tools Foundation is a wonderful foundation here at Oconee Fall Line. Tell me what it means to you personally.
Well, it's a really good program, you know, get the jump start on your career and, you know, get you the things you need for your class, your work, and just show up ready.
I was listening to them as they talked about you out there, kind of humbling words. What was you thinking listening to what they were saying about you personally?
You know, it made me feel good that someone paid attention to what I was doing, and it just showed that all my hard work paid off. So,
let's talk about your instructor. Tell us who your instructor was and what it meant to you to be able to come to Oconee Fall Line, have instructors like this. And one thing we want to remind everybody, most of these people's already went to work or going to work, got job offers. So tell me about that.
Well, Miss Stephanie Morris, she nominated me, and it just made me feel good to hear her say good stuff about me and to let me know how she felt and to nominate me for this program. So,
what's the best thing about Oconee Fall Line?
The instructors. It's a good. They have good instructors here. So.
It's an all-out clearance event going on right now at Farmers Furniture in Dublin. It's clearance time in every department. We've got 3 one-of-a-kind clearance items, all at half price. Been wanting a new recliner? Here it is, regular $4.99, only $2.49. Need new bedding? How about this queen size mattress set? Regular $6.99, now just $3.49. How about this brand new sectional? Regular $800, now just $3.99. But you better hurry, bring the truck. It's first come, first serve, all at Farmers Furniture, only at our Dublin store. No money down with our special in-house financing and no interest until 2019. We've got big savings throughout the store, like this dinette set, only $2.99, and this queen size bedroom suit with chest, regular $13.49, now just $6.99. Plus, open an account with a $4.99 purchase and get this Bluetooth speaker absolutely free. So hurry on in to Farmers Furniture at the Dublin Mall in Dublin.
The first recipient I want to introduce is Andrew Cook in electronics technology. He was nominated by Mr. Ray Porter. When asked why Drew chose the electronics program, he said it's because of my papa, who he considers to be the most successful person in his family. Drew's papa served in the Air Force and pursued a career at Robins Air Force Base in electronics. That is Drew's dream, to work at Robins Air Force Base. While in school, Drew worked at least 30 hours a week and also attended class. His instructor says that Drew is an excellent choice to receive the Tools Award and that it will give him a leg up in securing employment. Drew also has a giving side. He visits nursing homes through his church, which is an ongoing project at Christmas. Drew, we wish you the very best in your quest for employment, and I know your papa's proud. Mr. Mason Foskey, Diesel Technology, nominated by Mr. Brent Redfern. After completing training for phlebotomy, Mason got the courage to make a change and enroll in the Diesel Technology program at OFTC. Mason's desire to better himself and provide for his family is what led to him to go to a field of study he has always had a passion for. Mason's instructor says that he exhibits leadership skills, eager to learn, and produces quality work. He further states that Mason will be a great benefit to any employer.
I'd like to first of all introduce Adam Howard in welding technology, nominated by Josh Bridges. Adam was greatly influenced by the late Johnny Howard, who was a former welding instructor, who was his cousin. Adam was homeschooled, but when he applied to the college, he found out that the homeschool wasn't accredited. At that point, he registered for GED classes, and after less than 3 months, he earned his GED with honors. Adam's nominating instructor says that he has been through many obstacles and hardships, including a heart condition, but has persevered. In fact, he has been called an overachiever. Adam is the first one in the shop and the last one to leave, and his 3.93 GPA is a reflection of his dedication to be the best he can be. His motto, always focus on perfection, will help him succeed not only in welding, but in life as well. Adam, congratulations on the award you received.
Okay, I have with me now Adam Howard. And Adam, I watched you when you went up to get your diploma and these tools being given to you.
Yes, sir.
I can tell you're pretty proud, aren't you?
Yes, sir, I am. Very proud.
And tell me about your instructor.
Well, Mr. Bridges was always helpful. Any questions we had, he was very helpful with us. He was just a great instructor all the way around.
And where are you from?
I'm from Dublin, Georgia,
Okay. And where'd you go to school?
at Oconee Fallen Technical College.
Okay. What if you had to buy all these tools? Would that be a hardship?
Yes, sir, I'd never been able to afford them.
Yep. And I've asked one other person, but when you went into that interview process, tell me about, was it intimidating? Was it fun?
It was nerve-wracking, and I was nervous.
And when did you find out that you were a tools recipient?
I found out sometime late November, and I got the official letter a couple of days ago.
Okay. And you've heard a name over and over today, which is Louis and Evelyn Livingston. They've gone on to be with the Lord now, but what they're still doing in this community by these foundations like this, what would you say to the Livingston family, Marsh Bank? What would you say to them?
What y'all are doing, it makes the difference in a lot of people's lives.
Matthew Lancaster, Radiologic Technology, nominated by Denise Brinson. Quitting a full-time job to go to school was one of the scariest decisions for Matthew to make, especially since he was not the best student in high school. But Matthew is glad he made that decision. He is loving what he is doing and loves the hospital setting. Matthew's nominating instructor says he is highly committed and eager to learn. He recognizes the need to control his emotions and actions regardless of circumstances. Matthew's father and nephew have been undergoing some serious health issues, but Matthew has not missed any instructional or clinical time during this period. In the future, Matthew would like to pursue additional advanced certifications in radiologic technology. The tools Matthew is receiving will assist him greatly as he joins the workforce as a certified radiologic technologist. Congratulations. Melissa McDaniel, in pharmacy technology, nominated by Jack Shepard. After suffering several tragedies in her life, Melissa has been able to move forward and complete the pharmacy technology program. As a student, Melissa received excellent ratings and reevaluations from her clinical rotations and scored well in work ethics. Melissa's drive to succeed and to be the best she can be came from her daughter's memory and words, breathe and believe. Melissa has gained employment at GEICO and undoubtedly would be an excellent employee who has a heart for the profession and helping others. Congratulations on the tools you under the success. Caleb Meadows in automotive technology, nominated by Gary Simpson. Caleb's dream is to own his own shop one day. However, he knows that he has to take the steps necessary to get to that point. Experience with a dealership or independent shop is on his radar, and the tools he is receiving today will give him a jump start on his career. He has already completed the certifications for the automotive electrical, electronic system specialist, and climate control system specialist. Caleb's instructors say he has exhibited excellent leadership skills, is eager to learn, and produces quality work. Caleb loves working with his hands and loves cars. This award will allow him to have tools he can use for his entire life. Congratulations.
At Morris Bank, we understand that your personal finances and banking experiences can be stressful. We also know that it doesn't have to be that way. That's why for over 60 years, we've dedicated ourselves to providing common sense banking to people just like you.
Even when I started working here, there was a definite vibe that you felt when you walked in the door, from the music that you're always going to hear playing to the hello, good to see you, welcome, how can we help you? You know, it's just a different experience when you bank here.
We work hard to combine the latest online mobile technology and top-notch customer service that allows us to do just that.
We realize our customers have choices, but what sets us apart is the personal service that we provide that they may not receive at larger institutions. We like to make you feel at home, and we like to make the process as easy as possible when you're banking with us.
But we're not focused on helping just our customers. We are equally dedicated to supporting the community we are a part of. Just this year alone, we've logged thousands of community service hours and provided significant financial support to the communities we serve.
Something that sets us apart at Morris Bank is what we give back to the communities in which we serve. And as the communities continue to grow, that brings more business and more industry into the area, and it's just this circle effect of giving back and receiving what the community can offer.
We want to make sure you have the best banking experience possible. Come see us or give us a call to find out what makes Morris Bank different, because we're banking on you.
I'm Catherine Wilcox. I represent Lawrence County on the Board of Trustees. I'm also an employee of Morris Bank and the granddaughter of Evelyn and Louis Livingston. So while I'm new to the Board of Trustees, I'm not new to the Tools program and have been able to see lives changed by this program. And it's been a true honor to be a part of it this year. The first student I'd like to recognize is Kevin Souls in diesel technology, nominated by Joey Wooten. Kevin likes getting his hands dirty, and now he's able to do that as his path has led him to Dublin Tire Company and the truck maintenance and repair shop, where he's been employed since October. At one point, he told us that with enough experience, he'd like to one day open his own shop that he can pass down to future generations. Kevin says it's important to have the right tools to stay safe and do the job right. Kevin's instructor says he will be a great asset to not only his employer, but also to the heavy-duty repair industry because of his ability to network with other technicians. Kevin, stay safe with the tools that you're getting today, and congratulations.
I have with me Kevin Souls. Kevin, we just heard a lot about you there, and tell me what these tools mean to you.
Well, these tools, they'll help me out a lot in the trade I'm going in, and they help when I go into work, working on trucks, and after, when I hopefully open my own business soon, that's what it all started with, was the tools. So they would really, I really appreciate them.
Tell me about your time here at Oconee Fall Line.
Well, I've been at Oconee probably about a year and a half, and I enjoyed it, I really did. I learned a lot of stuff. I just started going back in January, going for the transport refrigeration. It's another program that just added to the diesel program. And there's nobody in Middle Georgia that works on the transport refrigeration. That's like reefer units stuff for big trucks.
Right.
So I want to get that, and that'll put me a step ahead of everybody else around here, so I could hopefully open my own business and have that to go with it.
What would you say to someone sitting there watching us at home and maybe didn't graduate from high school, kind of scared to make that next step? What would you say to them today?
Well, don't give up. I mean, you gotta do your best, try your hardest. Just give put all your time into one thing, and then just hope for the best.
And finally, what would you say to the Livingston family about what this means?
Oh, I really appreciate it. See, if I didn't receive these tools, I'd put me in a lot bigger hole. I have to buy them myself, and it put me a step ahead of a lot of people.
Jimmy Levi Stapleton, Machine Tool Technology, nominated by Chad Dixon. Levi is working full-time as a machinist and is in the last leg of completing his associate's degree in machine tool technology. Levi's instructor says that he had a thirst to learn machining from the first day in class. He was eager to find a job where he could use his newly found skills, and he found that at Battle Lumber Company in Wadley. Levi's employer speaks highly of his skills and his devotion to his profession, and I'd just like to read something from the letter that his employer wrote. It says, "Given the right tooling, Jimmy seems to possess the skills to make all job duties a success, and when the proper tooling isn't available, he can become creative to work with what is available." And I just think that speaks a lot to the hard work that Levi has put in, and we hope that with the tools you're receiving today, you won't have to be quite as creative in the future. Congratulations. Cameron C.J. Underwood, Air Conditioning Technology, nominated by Kevin Livingston. Can you imagine driving from Sparta to Dublin every day to attend classes? That's what CJ has done. And you might think, why would he choose to do that? CJ actually visited several different schools and chose this school here in Dublin because he knew it was the best program for him that would make him the most successful in his future. CJ's father is also in the refrigeration and air conditioning trade, and I know this influenced CJ to follow in his footsteps. CJ's instructors say that he excelled in his coursework and was always willing to assist other students. CJ admits that the long daily drive from Sparta was a challenge, but he is now work ready and already has a full-time job in the field with Aldi grocery stores. Congratulations on your job and on the tools you're receiving today.
I have with me Cameron Underwood. Cameron, you were sponsored by Kevin Livingston, so I already know you had a great instructor.
Yes, sir.
And tell me about your experience here at Oconee Fall Line.
It's been really great. Every day has been a good day, and it's always a great learning experience every time I walk in the classroom.
Now, you drove a long way to get here, round trip every day. How far?
Yes, sir. It was an hour and a half one way. So.
Wow. And tell me why you decided to drive 3 hours round trip.
Well, it was actually, the school itself was more worth it to me to drive that far. I toured several colleges in the state of Georgia, and Oconee Fall Line just seemed to be the best fit for me.
And the best fit in what you went into, I know your daddy's in the same type field, refrigeration, and tell me about the course you took and the instruction.
Yes, sir. All right, so the course, it was really HVAC and refrigeration both put together, which is air conditioning, refrigeration, heat. But the field that I'm walking into is more of the commercial line. I was employed by C. Holt Refrigeration, and we mainly work on Aldi grocery stores. We handle all of their service work, which is what I'll be doing, but we also handle their construction and installing all their new equipment.
So you always gonna have a job?
Yes, sir.
I mean, you got work, so it's got to feel good to you, and especially to get these tools. I mean, that puts you a step ahead, don't it?
It does. It really does. It gives me the ability to efficiently complete my job.
And you had to go through an interview process, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about that.
It was kind of nerve-wracking. I was nervous during it. We really walked into a room, and I met the whole board of trustees and and we sat and talked. They just really asked me questions about who I was, and we just kind of sat there and had a conversation.
And fortunately, you impressed them.
Yes, sir.
So these tools are important.
They are.
I mean, they're very important.
It's a really big deal.
And just so y'all know, there's over $30,000 worth of tools that were handed out today. Around my house, that's a lot of money.
It is.
So, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
I was glad to hear your story, and we're proud of you. And I know you're proud to be a graduate and move on into work field, huh?
Yes, sir.
Make you some money.
Amanda Warnick, Respiratory Care, nominated by Cynthia Melton. After changing careers 3 times, Amanda Warnick has found her fit as a respiratory therapist. You think, wow, 3 career changes. And this was at no choice of her own. Those 3 businesses closed, so she had to move somewhere else. Well, I think her luck has changed and her hard work has finally paid off. Amanda is the mother of 2 children, but is also helping raise her niece. Her instructors say that Amanda is motivated to succeed and dedicated to providing quality patient care. She shows leadership skills and exhibits a passion for volunteering. Amanda speaks highly of her instructors, saying they are willing to go the extra mile and are always there for the students. Amanda, congratulations on receiving these tools today. We know you're going to be a great respiratory therapist, and also it's right here in Dublin at Fairview Park Hospital, so congratulations.